Hello and what the heck is up, my Atlanteans? For today's installment of unboxing my collector dolls, we're gonna be unboxing I think this one came out 2023. This doll came out in 2023. This is Outta Fright Operetta. And this was a collector doll, obviously a Mattel Creations exclusive, and it's exclusive to only the people that were in the Monster High fan club. So this one's like one of the more like rarer ones if you really want to go in that route. This doll was never released to the public. Like if you just had an account on Mattel Creations, like you had to pay for the fan club subscription to get this doll. So this is, I guess, one of my prized possessions. All of my fan club dolls are a prized possession for me. But the thing is that this doll is like kind of crazy. This doll is kind of crazy, as you can tell. But the reason I want to open her today is because it's Operetta. This was Operetta's first Skullector. So this was like a big deal for me because Operetta is one of my favorite characters. Anyway, so getting right into it, this is what the box looks like. So this doll retailed at what? Was it like 65 USD excluding shipping? So I think I paid like $80 maybe for her. That might be a stretch. I don't know how I feel about that. The effort that came into the packaging is still really nice. I like that we got her little mask down there. We got some vinyl records because she's like rockabilly themed. It's also interesting to see a modern interpretation of the rockabilly like aesthetic from the early 2000s. So like this is fun to see. I really like the music notes going through her head. Like I think that's really cool. And it says Outta Fright Operetta on the back here. And on the back we have a bigger image of Operetta. And it says, the hottest show at Monster High is down in the catacombs and Operetta is ready to let her rip. With a voice that can drive the ghouls downright batty, Operetta usually records her songs to keep down the fuss. But with a new guitar lick and an outfit that's roll over and die for, there's no keeping this phantom in the shadows. All eyes are on Operetta in her retro spiderweb wiggle dress and vinyl record overskirt. Memphis Longlegs, her rockabilly spider, is ready to boogie on top of Operetta's fiery, bumper-banged high-top hairstyle. The pitch-perfect look is complete with piano-inspired heels and a guitar handbag, ready to blow the roof off this sucker. Operetta is ready to make Monster High shriek, rattle, and roll. It says Monster High Fan Club. Doll stand included. Colors and decorations may vary. So that's really good to see. So yeah, I guess this is, in terms of the story, I guess this is her. What is she doing? Really wanted to strut her stuff in the halls of Monster High, I guess. So okay, yeah, that's the box, guys. It's actually not too much to like talk about. I mean, it's cute. Oh yeah, that's her skelette. I think it's cute, but it's not like that interesting. I don't know. I feel like for the price she was, which is like kind of middle price, I feel like we could have gotten more. Okay guys, let me go ahead and open her up. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I just got Operetta right out of the box, and this is what she looks like right out of the box. So okay, maybe it's just because I'm like technically opening up a doll that I'm having like this dopamine hit, but I don't know, she's not that bad outside of the box, and on the inside she does look kind of bland. I had that issue with the Corpse Bride as well, and I think that's gonna be an ongoing trend with these collectors, because like they place them in the boxes so strangely despite having like more elevated designs, you know what I mean? So that's kind of just like my thought, and like seeing her out of the box, she does look really good in my opinion. First things first, right out of the box, the first thing that I took out was the certificate of authenticity, and it says, this certifies that your Monster High Outta Fright Operetta doll materialized through the collaborative efforts of designers and artists at Mattel, and it's signed by the designer Rebecca Shipman. Thank you very much, Rebecca. It's just a piece of paper, but I mean, it's textured. That's not that bad, right? And then otherwise, she does also come with this stand, and it is the basic Monster High stand actually. I think if anything, the little stem for the back of it, the see-through stem, is made of harder plastic, so that's kind of interesting. That's kind of cool. But yeah, it's just a red base with a white or like a see-through parts for the rest of it, which I think actually balances out the whole doll really well. Wait, let me see if I can zoom out. Excuse me. Ooh, you can see the open box, but like, yeah, I feel like it kind of balances her out. Getting right into the doll, so here, let me zoom in here. So this is what her face kind of looks like compared to the original Operetta. I think her lips are a little smaller, but maybe that's more for like the aesthetic of the actual doll, so I don't have any real issue with it. I mean, I think generally her face is really pretty. Oh, and I will be using a lot of like, because Phantom of the Opera is like one of my favorite musicals, I might be saying a lot of Phantom of the Opera stuff that you might not be familiar with, but if you are familiar with it, that's perfect. But I'm not seeing a lot of Phantom of the Opera here, and that's like kind of sad. But here, let me get into this. So first of all, atop her head, she's like pretty decked out on accessories actually, but like atop her head, so her hairstyle is a half up, half down situation, and she has that bumper bang on the front of her head, and it's really well, I mean, it's crazily gelled, but it's really well styled, so it's like kind of perfectly placed on top of her head. Then she has two black pieces on either side of her head that kind of give this illusion that behind it like there's like black hair, but actually it's just like it's just the size. But I still think that's really pretty. And then on the top of her head, she has a plastic bow. She has a plastic bow. I don't know how I feel about that. Also, there's dots on it because something about Operetta with the dice, I don't know. And then we have Daddy-O long legs hanging out in the bow there, and I think that's like really cute. I wonder, can I remove him? No, you can't. I still think he's cute. I still think that's a cute addition. I like the idea of like having the pets kind of part of the outfit. I think that's cute. Face, so her lips are a little smaller, as I said. Her eyes are a little small, or maybe it's just her eyelashes. Her eyes are looking a little smaller too, but I think that's not like necessarily a bad thing. I really like her eyebrows. I really like her eyebrows. And she's got some blue eyeshadow. I don't know where the blue is coming from. I mean, it definitely does like bring out her eyes. Just interesting that they use blue, but blue and gold, it's still kind of pretty. It's still kind of pretty. She's got blush, and then she's got her amazing mask. This is a new mold, I think. I don't think I've ever seen this mold, but it's like heart-shaped and there's spider webs. It goes through her hair. I don't think I will ever be taking this out of her hair because I don't think that's gonna rest well on her ear, her tiny little ear. Oh, and you can see her kind of marks on her face and how it goes down to her body, and then the tattoos down her arm, which is really good. And it's the classic tattoos. I don't see anything different really. Yeah, no, I don't see anything different. And I love the spider web on her shoulder. It's just really giving, like, it was such a good idea to make a rockabilly, because like when you're looking at the like Instagram photos of people who are in that alternative subculture, they have those tattoos, and then also they're dressed up like that. Like, that's so damn cool, bro. On her neck, she's got this little mesh piece, like a little scarf that's tied around her neck, very cute. And then she has these earrings that is very dice themed. I'm gonna need someone to tell me what is the connection between the Phantom of the Opera and the dice, because I don't recall. And then she doesn't have anything on her shoulders, which is like kind of, I don't know, I feel like that makes things feel so much more bare. I don't know if I like that in particular. But here you can see her wiggle dress. So the top of it, we've got this purple bat shaped, like hemmed, like pleather piece. It does actually match the bottom of the dress, like it's the same material. And I can tell that the dress is well constructed. You can see that. Here, let me take her out of off the stand. But you can tell that her dress is pretty good for its construction, pretty much. And I like that you can tell that it's like 2 layers on top of each other. I don't know how I feel. Okay guys, this is gonna be my biggest gripe, is like I do not like the patterns that they chose. And guys, I love this doll. I love this character. But what is this fuck ass? What is this fuck ass like MS Paint clip art? Like, I don't know guys, I don't know about this. Like the music notes, and then like the spider web is cool, but the records, like polka dot, I get it, but like polka dot is smaller. Why are the records so big? Like, I feel like if these were smaller, it'd be you can appreciate it more. But like, since you like look at it and immediately you're like, those are records. Like, that's not that good. I don't know. But anyway, even better is the belt. The belt is Velcro at the front. Let me remove it. And the belt is just like all these little dice. I think that's so cute, but like, guys, I don't know. This looks so much better. I think this looks so good on her, actually, like just by itself. But like, this by itself cannot be a collector doll. I'm so sorry, but it cannot. On her hands, as you can see, we do have these little gloves. But the thing is like, I don't know. Like they're molded for sure. But I think it's just weird that there's no detail on it. I don't know. I think it's just like, in comparison to like the Werecats, I don't know. I thought maybe I was expecting more, but like, or maybe I was expecting too much, but yeah. I mean, I still like that they're painted. I don't know how I'd feel if these were like fabric. I will say that I think I would prefer the paint, so that's okay. Going back to the dress, I do like the material of it. Like, it's not very stiff, and the pleather is nice. I've been mentioned like the 2 little buttons there. And the quality of the outfit so far overall is very nice. I think I'm just like kind of confused about the execution. Going down to her legs, so we do have some fishnets. Very exciting, but they're only up to her knee. So yeah guys, maybe these feel really nice though. Like, they're quite soft, they feel really nice. I feel like this could have been an entire thing, but I mean, like, you literally don't see it, especially if you're keeping her in box. Like, you don't see it. Yeah, so like, I mean, how would you really know? But I do like the fishnets. I like that she comes with fishnets, and I think that they're really cute. Now, the shoes. This is probably the best part. This is probably the best part of the whole outfit. So here we have the piano. I wish we did more. I think the piano makes more sense than the dice. I feel like we could have switched that out at some points. But you can see that the platform, it's all of this is sculpted detail, down to the little eyes on the Skullector. Those are also sculpted on. So you can see the little piano keys, so cute. And then I really like the kind of callback to her original shoe. So we have the little treble clef? I think that's a treble clef for a heel, which is really pretty. And then you have the little spider webs kind of connecting all of it together. Otherwise, it's a pretty plain Mary Jane type of sandal. Oh yeah, and then we have a skullet there and a skullet here, which is really cute. Yeah, but otherwise, like, they're actually pretty basic. But you know what? Like for a formal, like this is a more formal type of outfit. I think these shoes do really well in my opinion. I think these shoes are really the best part of the entire outfit maybe. Finally, she does come with her little guitar. This time it's in a whole different style actually. Before, like, it was a lot bigger. I think this time it has like this little, I'm looking up at the Operetta, and it's at my like core Operetta, and the guitar is completely different. On the back we have the Monster High logo, and on the front nothing really to note here, but I do really like the red and black. Like overall that's a really nice theme, and it's still open, so if you'd like you could put a little secret in there. And I always thought this was kind of like a callback to the Phantom of the Opera, how like his house he was living in the catacombs of this opera house, like, you know what I mean, like he lived behind the mirror and there's like secrets in the guitar, so I think that's cute. So in a way you can hold it as a purse in this direction, or you can actually hold it like an actual guitar. Let me see if I can get her to do it. So you can definitely hold it like that, kind of. I did it pretty sloppily, but that's the idea, I suppose. Okay, so yeah guys, that is basically Outta Fright Operetta. I think overall, I think she's a good doll. My only real issue is like kind of the pattern choices. I think the design is nice. I think the design is cute. I think it's just the record playing like overskirt and like the little music note under, I don't know guys. I do really like the quality of the clothes. Like everything is like super soft, everything is constructed really well, everything feels intentional, but like there's nothing very unique about it. I think like it feels kind of generic, but otherwise she's still like as I said, a really good base doll. I do think the blue makeup is interesting. I really like that. The hair is really full, like it's really heavily rooted, and it's like really thick saran. Oh, but out of the box it's pretty crazy, so I will need to restyle it. I still think for $90 this is pretty, 90 Canadian dollars, this is still pretty crazy. And like I'd only really recommend this if you're a really big Operetta fan, or if you're like a Monster High completionist, or I guess if you're in the fan club. Needless to say, I'm really glad that I was able to get her at all. I'm really thankful that I'm privileged enough to be in the fan club at all. Like the fact that I can afford that, like that's really great. I just think that Operetta needs another chance. But anyway guys, that is everything for this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think about Outta Fright Operetta. Hit me up in the links in my description, and I'll see y'all on the flip side. Bye bye.